dancing. But they kind of wanted to liven it up a little bit. They're a little tired of dancing traditional, and since it was this exhibition dancing, they wanted to share something different. And a lot of the men, they were always, dancing a little faster than what they should have been. And a lot of traditional dancing, they're not allowed to spin around. They're not allowed to dance backwards. And the fancy dance started to come out, and they give them a little bit more free to move around. Actually, each individual had their own unique style, and the beat of the drum or the rhythm of the drum was much faster than what you would see in traditional dancing. And this actually livened up the dance as well as what they wore. Instead of wearing one bustle on the lower part of their back, they added another on the upper part, and as well as on their arms. And the movement to the drum, it was more livelier. And nowadays, known as men's fancy dance. In the early days, when they brought it back to their celebration, it was known as men's crazy dance, actually. The reason why they said that is because it wasn't traditional. A lot of the elders, a lot of our great-great-great-grandparents, they really didn't like the style of dance because it wasn't traditional. It was just something that was an exhibition dance that was brought into the arena, and it was shared. And a lot of the men, the young men, they really enjoyed dancing this style because it was a little competition or competitive style of dancing to actually keep up with the drum. They used a lot more energy, and they made it a competition maybe against one another or different areas, different regions, but it was actually against the singers. And the singers, it's a singer's choice of whatever they want to sing for them. It might be a really slow song or a really fast song, or whenever that song stopped. These dancers would have to stop on time. And nowadays you see fancy dancing demonstrated all over the Palos, and the feathers that I have on now, this is what they call an eagle bustle. The top one is actually the golden eagle, the wings of the golden eagle, as well as the lower one. This was actually the bald eagle. And in the early days, a lot of the fancy dancers used these bustles. Some of them were much smaller. Some of them, they didn't have the horsehair on the ends, as well as on their arm bustles. These are actually the dyed hackle feathers, dyed in many different colors. And nowadays, they use the hackle bustles as well. And you see how the feathers, too, they rock on top. This is called a rocker. And some of them, they use what they call just spinners. It's more of a free movement of feathers. But each fancy dancer has their own unique style of dancing, as well as the designs that they use, that they share. These lots of bright and vibrant colors. And each individual, they share their own style of dancing. When they're sharing fancy dancing, it's really endurance. It's really something that you would, if you like, to experience or like to have a little change. It's one of our changes that we had in Native American dancing. But I hope that you enjoyed my style, and I hope Jade doesn't give me a fast song. Come out of shade. All right, let's go ahead and welcome him out here, Lane Jensen. If you want to take pictures or take a video while I'm dancing, you're more than welcome to do so. All right, so here we go. Let's fancy dance.